Listen in on what the mayor has to say.
Will remain in effect until further notice. Again, exceptions for all official vehicles, emergency vehicles, and vehicles involved in medical and other urgent matters. But all civilian vehicles, all personal vehicles must be off the streets starting at 2:30. So the people of New York City have been given warning. If you are out on the streets, get in now. If you came into New York City from elsewhere, leave the city immediately, go back home, get off the streets by 2:30. NYPD, again, you'll hear from Chief O'Neill in a moment, will be enforcing this travel ban consistently. We also want to make some specific points. We know that a lot of restaurants opened around New York City. We know that some Broadway theaters were planning on going on with their regular schedule. I want to strongly urge our friends on Broadway to cancel their performances and send everyone who works in those theaters home. Restaurants should close to the maximum extent possible and send their employees home. The important point to remember is that the people who work in the theater industry, work in the restaurants, have to come in from somewhere. They're going to be left in a very bad situation if they're not sent home now, given that much of the MTA operations are being suspended, given that people have to be off the roads by 2:30. It's time for businesses to shut down and get their employees home right away. Again, the estimates we're hearing put this storm in the 20-inch to 25-inch range, but remember, it could be worse. We have a contingency in effect for up to 30 inches right now. But once we break 20 inches, that would already make this blizzard one of the top 5 worst snowstorms in terms of accumulation in the history of this city. So people have to heed these warnings now and immediately get home. And again, the NYPD will enforce this travel ban starting at 2:30 today. Let me turn to Chief of Department Jimmy O'Neill.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. So far we've done over 300 tows, and there's been over 200 accidents in the city. So as of 2:30, if you're out on the road and you don't need to be there, you are committing a violation of the administrative code, and you are subject to arrest. Listen, this is not what we want to do. We have
back and join Mayor De Blasio. We've got the feedback.
I agree fully with his decision vis-a-vis the state side, and he understands what we want to do here in the city, so we've been highly coordinated. 2:30. Travel ban, everyone off the roads, and then MTA will be making additional closures in the near term, but they're trying to keep the underground subway service running as long as possible. Yes?
Staten Island Railway being suspended as well?
I think that is true because it's overground, so it will fit the same pattern as everything else.
And would that mean that ferry service is also
Let's
going
talk
to be
to Holly. What's the latest on ferry service?
Yeah, I'm going to check the latest ridership numbers. As of this morning, we still had a good number of people running, but we try and coordinate our service with the MTA. So after this, I'm going to go see. I think we'll try and keep running today as we can, but people will know if you don't have a bus connection, you're going to have to make a decision about whether you want to get on the ferry.
Right. So with buses now shutting down, overland trains shutting down shortly, obviously, even when people go on the ferry, there's limited options once they get off. We'll give you an update on that shortly. Yes.
This might be a question for Chief O'Neill. Chief, how many people were arrested the last time that there was a travel ban, and how many people were stopped and not arrested?
Yeah, that was last winter. I think that was last January. The results are very good. We didn't have to lock up anybody. Everybody made great decisions. And that's what we're looking for today.
Right. I have to say, New Yorkers should be very proud of how they handled the last situation. Once a travel ban was announced, people actually did get off the streets. Sanitation Department had an extraordinary opportunity to clear the roads because people honored the travel ban. That's why sanitation did such a great job. Again, many New Yorkers said to me afterwards, even though the storm didn't reach its full potential, they still appreciated that sanitation did what they did, and they understood that was related to the travel ban. So I expect the vast majority of New Yorkers to honor the travel ban, but we have to be very blunt about the fact that there will be consequences if people don't. Yes?
What about biking, like delivery guys bringing food to people? Is that something?
It's dangerous, to say the least. No one should be biking in this weather. So, again, the ban is specifically about vehicular traffic, but let's use common sense. No one should be biking around this weather. It is getting worse and worse out there. It's dangerous. If anyone goes out even walking, they should limit their time outside. It is a very, very intensifying situation. It's cold. It's very windy. It's another reason why bicyclists should not be out. And it's an ever-changing dynamic. Smartest thing for people to do is You know, they should have their supplies already because we've been warning them now for several days to stock up. If anyone needs to go out on foot and grab something now, go get it, but hunker down. Delivery people should be off the streets. And let me emphasize, there should be no deliveries when you think about it. No fresh direct, no deliveries by vehicles of any kind that are not absolutely essential. Certainly any bicycles on the street are going to be in harm's way. Any other questions? Yes.
Commissioner Garcia, update us on the plowing numbers in the city, please.
Certainly.
Thank you.
We are still at over 2,500 plows. We have made it through most of the streets in the city of New York once, but let me just say that means that there could now be another 6 inches on top of where we've been. We are continuing to do passes on all of our routes, and we'll stay on them until we are through this situation. But we anticipate that we will be spending most of today, if not Monday, dealing with clearing of streets and then widening out.
Yeah. And these numbers suggest Monday is going to be very tough. So, again, we will have more to say about Monday as we get closer, but I want people to start to get in their mind that things may not be back to normal on Monday given the kind of accumulation we're talking about. If we get up to 25 inches, or even especially if we get on towards 30 issues, even the finest sanitation department in the world is going to have a hard time clearing all of that out for Monday. But again, the best thing we can all do is get out of their way. And Catherine, I just want to say that men and women of the sanitation department are doing an amazing job. And I know once they get into this zone where they have to fight a storm, they keep going 24/7. And we want to express our appreciation for that. Last call. Any questions? Okay, we'll update you again as we have more information. Thank you.